2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength. You know I'm about skill and brute strength. I was the most skillful and brutally strong guy ever to play the game.
It's right, you are brutal.
What's so funny?
That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq. Nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me.
You want me to show you how strong I am? I'll flip this table over right now.
I believe you could. I believe you could.
What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
Oh.
All right.
It's on. It's on.
I see Ernie.
And here's Kevin Harlan.
Ernie.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
I'll see you in the locker room, Ernie.
The Bucks look to take charge on their home court, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Toronto.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
You knew they weren't playing well. They tried to make some adjustments. Those got countered. This just wasn't their night.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's hard to remember now, but Kevin Love didn't enter the league as a three-point shooter. Yet it's become a cornerstone of his game. The coaches have told him if you're a big man and you can shoot it out there, you're a valuable commodity. Kevin, he has listened, and he is indeed valuable.
Well, in this game today, it's all about court spacing, DA. Thanks for the report. Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal. So the Bucks win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Cleveland, the forwards are Osman and Love. Clarkson is out there with Sexton. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Brogdon.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Well, don't you love that they seized the lead from the beginning, exactly how you want to start off the game.
Now, here's Sexton. He kicks to Love. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up, and often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in a quarter, as we've seen in the past.
Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. And Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now, here's Thompson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Lopez with the steal. Oh, Middleton in position. Stolen by Thompson. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded closer. And that one's good. Osman.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
And Middleton kicks to Brogdon. Tries from 10, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Passes it to Love. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Shot's good by Middleton.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Sexton with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against Washington.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Osman. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Kicks it out to Love. And another 3 for Cleveland.
There's a certain rhythm and pace to the way Kevin Love plays the game. He knows when to spot up off the pass.
Antetokounmpo against Love. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the evening. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers went to their 4th straight finals last season. To me, nothing short of remarkable. They had to fight their way through an improving Eastern Conference. And the reality is, the Warriors have more talent than everybody else, and that's why they win the NBA Finals.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Gasol comes in for Brook Lopez. And Mirotic subbed in for Brogdon. So he gets them both. And the Cavaliers were strong, Doris, but ultimately were overmatched by the Warriors.
And think about their journey to the finals, Kevin. In the East, they had 2 series go to 7 games. LeBron James, think about how many years he has played basketball so deep into June. He had played 82 games in the regular season for the first time in his career. And the bottom line was, the Warriors entered the season as the prohibitive favorites and ultimately end up champions. For the very definition of a high flyer, Larry Nance, my goodness.
And that Unleashed Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now Sexton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Henson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Knight, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. The open look here for Sexton. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Middleton finds Bledsoe. Right side, Mirotic. Hands it from downtown. Mirotic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 6-point game. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
I think there has to be better communication. All 5 guys tied together, and what happened to them is what happens when you play lackluster defense.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Chris, he's checked in for Cleveland. Stauskas comes in for Sexton. Now, here is Knight. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Gasol with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Now here's Knight. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Stauskas. He's guarded by Hill. They need this. That's short off the rim. Bucks leading by 9. Here's Connaughton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Man, hard to believe. Already they're staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Boy, they have come out strong. They've controlled the pace, asserted their will. Wow.
Outside Knight. Now the pass to Chris. Back to Knight. 5 to shoot. For 3, Stauskas. Good on the 3-point shot. Stauskas has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that shows a sign of maturity, guys. Everyone expecting Knight to try and score it. Instead, he finds the open man.
Antetokounmpo against Henson. Antetokounmpo kicks to Gasol. The dish to Mirotic. Back to Gasol. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Mirotic's shot is off.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Knight dishes to Henson. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and Henson with the bucket on the assist by Knight. Henson's got his first basket of the night. And here is Antetokounmpo. 23 points for him the last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Knight kicks to Chris. Floats one up. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Now here's Knight. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Nance outside. Kicks it to Stauskas. Launches it. No good on that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Two division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Now here is Mirotic. He has 5. And Gasol gets it to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, court vision, Dora, is one of those intangible skills. You had it when you played, and when it comes to seeing the floor, I'm sure you have people that impress you with the way they see what's going on.
Kevin, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have witnessed one of the seminal players of his generation and arguably the greatest passer in the history of the NBA, and that's LeBron James. I mean, this guy's ability to make any pass, to put a 50-foot pass on a rope from one side of the floor, maybe from the hash mark to the opposite corner, and put it in the shooting pocket of different players is mind-boggling. At the center spot, you've got the young and talented and pass-first center of Nikola Jokic. And then, of course, the man who, to me, for a 10-year stretch, was the best pure point guard in the NBA, and that's Chris Paul. And listen, historically, some of the guys I loved watching, Steve Nash, John Stockton, I loved Mo Cheeks. Listen, I'm very partial to men who want to distribute the basketball and who take special relish in watching guys score baskets off their work.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Knight passes to Henson. Got a piece of it. Gasol finds Hill. Now here's Ilyasova. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Knight taking his time here. Pass to Stauskas. Clock at 6. Knight on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. Yep, it counts.
Guys, there are so many ways that Knight can beat you with that jumper. It is hard to know which way to go and what to take away.
Here's Connaughton, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Gasol. He's averaging 7 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
And he knocks down the first one. For the Cavaliers, Osman comes in for Nance, and it's Clarkson in for Nick Stauskas. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 9 points. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Inside, Chris. It's rebounded by Ilyasova.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Hill kicks to Gasol. It's back to Hill. Six on the shot clock, and stolen by Chris. Here's Osman, covered by Mirotic. Chris pass to Osman. Hits the three-point bomb. Osman's got 5 now.
And that's the right pass, Kevin. Chris has been working on his decision-making, and it pays off.
Hill kicks to Ilyasova. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Hill. Gasol tried to free himself up. And Hill, the bucket on the assist from Mirotic. Mirotic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Outside Knight. That's tipped. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Hill leading the charge. And it's Connaughton missing. Here's Osman. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
Middleton and Ilyasova holding down the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Lopez in at the 5. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And it's Love missing.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Now, here's Thompson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Sexton's shot is good.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the miss by Brook Lopez. There's the feed to Thompson. Pass to Sexton. A second chance effort. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. Second is Colin Sexton.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
Bucks leading by 10. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Bledsoe with him. He's coming off a 19-point game against Toronto.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Osman, the pass to Sexton. For 3. Here's Thompson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Thompson's got his first basket.
Well, that's a prime example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
Here's Bledsoe. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Osman kicks to Clarkson. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Brogdon finds Lopez. Over Thompson. Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got his second basket.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living, Kevin.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Thompson. He dishes it to Sexton. Stolen by Middleton. Feeds it to Bledsoe. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. Clarkson against Brogdon. Clarkson passes to Thompson. Here's the floater. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, Thompson won't give you a steady diet of that mid-range, but every once in a while he might pull it out.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Henson, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Jumps up, and the jam by Bledsoe.
Well, listen, this guy's an impressive leaper. Bledsoe able to rise to the rim with relative ease.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Cleveland. It's a 16-point game. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Now, here's Clarkson. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Yep, that one goes.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Sexton. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Drills the 3-pointer. Middleton's got 9.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Sexton. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. But they recover it. Clarkson kicks to Osman. Clock at 6. Here's Sexton. And that one hits back iron.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Basket counts. He's got 13.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Now, here's Thompson. Here's Clarkson. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Kevin, you have to wrap Brook Lopez up, right? Because this guy's so adept at using those long arms to get his shot off.
And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
You know, Brook Lopez, one of the softest shots in the league out of the center spot. This is a big man who's really comfortable letting it fly. True luxury to have, Kevin.
Now, here is Knight. Stauskas inside the line. Chris kicks to Knight. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
Hill dishes to Antetokounmpo. Now Hill taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
Nance against Mirotic. Offline with his three. The Cavaliers trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hits, count that one from Stauskas. Stauskas has got 5 points so far.
A beautiful assist by Knight right there. Unselfish passer who always looks to keep his teammates involved.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
Pau Gasol, he's checked in for the Bucks. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr. showed last season he can be a productive starter. He has always been efficient and complements a lot of different players. I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And he makes the first. Well, for Larry Nance Jr., so much of what he brings Doris to a lineup is energy.
Right, Kev. He's an igniter, right? That hustle and coming up with timely plays is what he is known for.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Cleveland shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Knight. And here's Chris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 6. Here's Stauskas. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. Bucks leading by 20. Outside Hill. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Connaughton passes to Gasol. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. Second, the Cavaliers.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
first one falls for him.
And Gasol is a guy who can do a multitude of things well. I mean, he scores it, rebounds it, passes it, just an all-around talent.
Kevin Love's checked in for Henson. He hits both from the stripe. Now here's Knight. He kicks to Stauskas. He feeds it to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knight against Hill. The shot by Knight, no good.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Bucks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Here's Knight. Knocked away. Hill finds Mirotic. Kept alive. Here's Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Gasol. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
They get a hand on it, and here are the Cavaliers now. Cavaliers shooting here about 46% for the game. Knight against Hill. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Knight's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's a power move by Knight, using his length and athleticism to finish inside.
Back to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Hill against Knight. Dishes it to Nance. There's 1:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Knight. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Knight's got 9.
After a shaky start, boy, he's found the range. Good second quarter for him.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Then for the Cavaliers, Fry comes in for Chris, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Nick Stauskas. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Banked in off the glass. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
But George Hill does it all for this team, including gutting the defense with his quickness. Just a sensational drive.
Dellavedova, the pass to Fry. And Fry slams it in.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Hill kicks to Mirotic. Pass to Connaughton. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Ilyasova outside. The shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Knight against Hill. And Brandon Knight, the bucket on the assist from Dellavedova. And 11 points for Brandon Knight. Bucks leading by 20. Antetokounmpo kicks to Hill. Pass to Connaughton. Left side, Antetokounmpo. In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
First free throw is good for the Cavaliers. Zizic has checked in for Fry. And it's Sexton in for Matthew Dellavedova. And he makes the first but misses the second.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 23. From deep three-point range, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
Okay, we're getting the stops, grabbing the rebound now, just trying to push it, try to get the best shot available.
Problem solved in transition. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You know the Greek Freak. Every year, he seems to take a step forward. The shot looks better, his body is filled out, and he can bang inside whenever he wants to. But what really impressed me in the first half was his leadership. And he controlled the game, and he controlled his teammates.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. You know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, he certainly put the defense at a tough spot in that half. Forces the issue, draws the contact time and time again.
The Cavaliers trail by 19, and so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Brandon Knight is out there with Sexton, and it's Osman in at the 3 spot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's averaging 10 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. All-around brilliance for him lately. And guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
Don't you get the sense, Greg, that the confidence is building game by game, and he's starting to put up the numbers that back it up?
No good on the free throw.
Yeah, always highly regarded. Knight tore up the high school ranks, led Kentucky to a Final Four, drafted top 10, and his arrow is still pointing up.
He hits the second from the line. Bledsoe with it. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes to Brogdon. Middleton against Love. Lets it go. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 11 points. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Now Sexton. Love trying to break loose. Sexton's shot is good. 8 points for him.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bledsoe. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Well, Cleveland shooting an efficient 53% from the field. To the inside, stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. The baseline J. And that one good from Clarkson. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Antetokounmpo finds Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And it's 6 points for Eric Bledsoe. And here's Sexton. 8 points for him. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The pass to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Pass to Sexton. The tray. Lopez grabs the board. Milwaukee leading by 20. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 25. And the dunk by Lopez.
Boy, you love seeing Brook Lopez get involved. He expertly exploits the defense in these pick-and-roll sets.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. In the third spot, the Bucks.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Got that bucket in no time at all. Bledsoe's got 4 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. To the paint. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Thompson. And that's now 10 points for Colin Sexton. Bucks leading by 22. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Inside. And Lopez throws it down.
Now, Kev, if you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And Cleveland making a change here. Henson's checked in. Sexton kicks to Thompson. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got his third basket of the night right there.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
In the corner, Middleton with it. The three bangs home the trifecta.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Brogdon against Clarkson. The dish to Sexton. Three-pointer. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Bucks have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. The offensive rebound. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Second chance shot. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Cleveland. Stauskas comes in for Jetty Osman.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Brook Lopez. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Sexton. He's got 10. He kicks to Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Offline with his three. The Bucks have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Took him no time at all on that one. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Down low. Stolen by Wilson. Middleton looking it over. There's the triple. The Cavaliers pull it in. Chris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Stauskas. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Stauskas has got 9. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. DiVincenzo to the right side. Three-pointer, Snell. It's good from long range. Snell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Stauskas, defended by Middleton. Stauskas, the pass to Sexton. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Antetokounmpo.
And this is the kind of performance that everyone talks about seeing in person. The way he's attacked the defense with no hesitation. The tough shots he's taken and made, just a masterpiece. When he gets it going, he can put up some big numbers.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Now here's Middleton. He's covered closely. Stolen by Clarkson. Sexton with it. He's got 10. Middleton outside. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Middleton's got 7 points here in this quarter.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Here's Stauskas, defended by Middleton. Teardrop shot, and it's Stauskas with the bucket inside. Stauskas has got 14. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. And the foul on John Henson. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for John Henson. Nance comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Sexton. That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Zizic has checked in. Here's Stauskas. 14 points for him. Pass to Dellavedova. 6 to shoot. Tries a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Dellavedova's got his first 3 points of the game. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Hill finds Gasol. Now Mirotic passes it to Connaughton. Now here is Hill. Over Dellavedova. Hill, no good. Here's Stauskas. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Now Dellavedova. And Hill over to help. Here's Nance. Mirotic grabs the miss. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Gasol. And that one, good. Gasol's got 7 points in the game.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
To the inside. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. No good from Connaughton. The Cavaliers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. Brandon Knight, he's checked in for Stauskas. Now here's Nance. He's got 6, and it's the Bucks on the break. Ilyasova inside the line, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for him.
You know, I think, Greg, the faster the tempo, the better they are. And I love the pace they're playing with right now.
So it's the Cavaliers now. And Nance kicks to Zizic. Outside Knight. Just 4 to shoot. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hill. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
George Hill, the veteran point guard, Doris, still a factor on both ends of the floor.
Well, he's a knockdown shooter from three-point territory, George Hill, and he's physical and tough on opposing guards.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in.
1 shot.
Free throw drops for Hill.
What a pickup George Hill is. This guy's such a capable player on both ends. Smart, intelligent, lightning-quick reflexes by the point guard.
Now here's Knight. 12 points for him. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Hill against Love. Outside Hill. To the wing right side. Connaughton. From outside off the mark.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Now here is Dellavedova. 5 points in the game. Outside Knight. Over Hill. The shot by Knight, no good. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by the Bucks. And it goes down 2 points. Love's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And Ilyasova kicks to Hill. There's 21 seconds left in the 3rd. From deep, Ilyasova. Knight grabs the board. And Love has it in the corner. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Love.
Well, this is one of Kevin Love's go-to shots now. Early in his career, a low post game. Now he's lethal from distance.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Milwaukee on top, running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the Bucks with possession here. We've got Wilson. Pau Gasol is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's George Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Connaughton. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Offensive rebound, and the foul called on Brandon Knight. That's his first foul. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Pau Gasol. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Osman's checked in. The Bucks shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. The pass to Connaughton. Hill against Knight. They get a hand on it. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Pass to Fry. To the left side wing. Cleveland moving it around. Dellavedova kicks to Osman. Clock at 6. Pass to Fry. Fires from 18. And yes, it's good. Fry's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Cleveland. Knight against Hill. Outside Wilson. Out to the wing. Here's Ilyasova, and the layup falls.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Bledsoe, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you guys know it. When he gets ahead of full steam up, look out. Draws the foul. Bledsoe going to the line yet again.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
The first free throw is good. Doors with a more punitive luxury tax. Draft picks with their cost-controlled salaries never more important than they are today.
No doubt, Kevin. I think teams are very hesitant to part with first-round picks because they have been critical. But I think you also have to consider the second-round picks as being valuable assets. Think about the Golden State Warriors. In each of the last 2 years, they have purchased for money a second-round pick from another organization. And both times, those players ended up being critical parts of the rotation. Every draft pick, first or second round, has value. That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Pass to Snell, and there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. Chris, he's checked in for Cleveland. Dellavedova scanning the floor. The pass to Chris. Kicks it to Knight. And here is Dellavedova. Shot clock at 5. Here's Osman. They get the rebound. And Chris throws it down.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Pass to Wilson. Here's Snell, covered by Chris. Bledsoe outside. Launches it. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Knight will bring it up for Cleveland over Bledsoe. The shot by Knight, no good.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. You look at the state of the game. International leagues getting better and better, Doris. There's no doubt about it. We see it at Olympic times and during FIBA play in between. We see a lot of NBA players who have spent time abroad, and I think they come back better.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kevin. I think wherever you can hone your craft and do it in a competitive environment where winning and losing is at stake on a nightly basis, it has so many opportunities for learning and growth. So, okay, I can't turn it over 5 times in a competitive environment, regardless of what league I'm playing in, because that's to the detriment of my team. If I'm lazy on the defensive end, I'm going to get exposed by good offensive players. To me, Kev, I love any time there's competitive basketball being played. I want to watch it.
Love that answer. Count it.
Well, people are always talking about his scoring, but Bledsoe, very good vision as well, finding the open man there.
Knight kicks to Chris. Back to Knight. To the paint. Here's Zizic. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To the middle. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Knight passes to Sexton. The G League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced 2-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it a official minor league at this point, you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a 2-way player in Quinn Cook, who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. The wide open look here for Lopez, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. For For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Stauskas. Chalk up 2 there. Stauskas has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Zizic kicks to Sexton. Pass to Zizic. Buries it down low. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Cavaliers making the shot. 3-pointer, Snell. Knight grabs the board. For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12.
And it's clear that Sexton loves getting out in transition. He has a strong sense for how to capitalize.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. Passes it to Wilson. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Wide open. Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter. The Cavaliers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Now here's Knight. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Stripped away. First free throw is good. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3, because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen, and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. Now here's Sexton, guarded by Bledsoe. Sexton with it. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now Middleton. And Lopez has it in the corner. The pass to Brogdon from downtown. No good on the shot. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Osman. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Here's Brogdon. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Bucks leading by 22. Bledsoe outside. And to Tecumbo. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Sexton. Great D that time from Middleton. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. On to Tecumbo. No good.
He does the hard part. Gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
Sexton's shot is good.
You know, the timing, the rhythm. I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Pass to Brogdon. Middleton outside. Over Love. And the Bucks miss again. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That free throw good from Love.
Well, I just love how unselfish Kevin Love is. This guy is willing to adapt and adjust to do what's best for the team.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love. And so it's Milwaukee now. They lead by 17. Now here's Middleton. He's tightly guarded. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Brogdon. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Also often when a player changes teams, Doris, we see a lot of emotions from him, his teammates, from the fans, and coaches. Is it even reasonable to expect loyalty in sports nowadays?
You know, I think times have changed, Kevin. We're no longer living in an era where a player sticks with an organization throughout the course of his tenure, or at least that is the outlier nowadays. The reality is teams always make decisions with their long-term best interests at heart. And so when a player has earned the right to embrace his free agency, there's a reason it's termed free agency, then he should have an equal opportunity to the team to make the decisions that are in his best interest. Whatever those values and priorities for that individual player are, when you reach free agency, you've earned that right.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now here's Bledsoe. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
Sexton dishes to Knight. Shot clock at 6. Here's Love. They get it again. Here's Zizic, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And the Bucks making a change here. Hill's checked in. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland.
Shooting one.
And that one misses. And the Bucks with possession here. It's a 16-point game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
2.
And the first one at the line is good for the Cavaliers. Marquise Chris comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Clarkson in for Matthew Dellavedova. Both good from the line that time. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Knight against Hill. Knight into the lane. And he drops it in from the low post.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
No good from Connaughton. And the call will be against George Hill. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And the second free throw, good. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Hill. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.